6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Toon fans. Welcome back to Through Black and White Eyes from another heart-racing, pulsating roller coaster ride. Unbelievable. We're not going to talk about all the action tonight because there's far too much action to talk about again. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through some points and we're going to discuss the points. Because let's face it, it was tremendous. And there's lots of good talking points without having to go through all the action for a change. Jimmy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Jimmy's been a fan of the show and my Twitter account and everything for a long time. And it's nice to see him becoming a member. It's really kind of you for doing that. Scott's in the background waiting to come on. Even though another roller coaster game and we can come out on the right side. Isn't it nice to finally beat Bournemouth? Even though we didn't really beat Bournemouth. It just took 120 minutes and then 7 penalties, and we got there in the end. Please, keep comments respectful. Enjoy the show. If you're watching on Twitter, click on YouTube and come and watch us live, and then you can put your, like you see, everyone's putting in their comments, and we put them on the screen and we read out as much as we can. Left David Ipswich interested in a loan deal for Asura. That's interesting. I haven't heard that, to be honest with you, but there we go. I'm just trying to get through all the comments as quickly as possible, then we'll bring the guys in. Thumbs up. He's a Geordie lad, big NFC fan. I think it's a fairly dust-up moment, mine, but Ipswich do fancy Asura. Interesting. And he's left-sided. Isn't everyone? Yes, they are. Magpies Jew's in the house. Great to see you as well. There's a lot going on in the chat. Joey's in the house as well. Harry's in the house again as well. Dan's in the house. It's Harry's. You get what I mean. It's been a long day. Let's find Dan in. How are we doing?
Goodness me, mate. How are you?
Tired.
Have you recovered?
Just
goodness,
obviously
I just
been at work and watching it on break.
This week has been something else.
It has. It's like being back to the good old days again. Honestly, it is. It is. It's like every weekend, something stupid's going to happen. And under Eddie Howe, we had that consistency with very good defending, grinding out games. Now we'll come to it later on, but everything just seems to be. I don't know what he's been taking, but he can take some more of it.
Have we given Harvey Barnes? Have we given Harvey Barnes the key to the city yet?
No, he's still got time for that. Scotty boy.
Evening, gents. Is all right?
Evening, Mr. Devlin.
Evening, sir.
What's on the TV?
Oh, I've got the Madrid game on.
Can you turn the volume off it, please, mate, if you don't mind? Otherwise, we'll get demonetized.
There you go.
Cheers, pal. The pickup on things like that, it's crazy. Let's bring the Don in. Don.
Hey, Don.
Hey, how are you doing? How's everyone's blood pressure?
It's.
I've aged a year this week.
You should be used to this, though. You were part of the Keegan era. Come on.
I was, but it's every time someone gets the ball at the moment, you're wondering, right, what we're going to do? Are we going to back off? Are we going to do something stupid? Is someone going to go and have a flag on the sideline when they're supposed to be marking the man? It's horrific at the moment.
Is someone going to take a shot from 35 yards out?
Doing well.
I love it. I'm going to come to it a little bit later on. So we are here to talk about the amazing another 3-3 draw after extra time and then 7-6 on penalties. Before we get into it all, though, great tribute for Kevin Keegan. Obviously, we've seen this banner before. It was nice for them to bring it back out again. Fully deserves this and a lot more. But obviously, Kevin Keegan being Kevin Keegan, he doesn't want a statue. He doesn't want to stand named after him. He will eventually get one when he's not around anymore. But there we go. And of course, there was the Fabian Schär banner as well. Obviously, he's in a bad way. Let's face it. I mean, he could be out till potentially the end of the season, which is such a shame because we all love Fabian Schär. And his response on Twitter was brilliant as well. He said, "I really needed that," and he thanked the fans for doing it. Basically, I love Fabian Schär. He's just and the dream is still alive.
Goodness me. Beginning of January, we're still all 4 competitions right now.
Well, I wouldn't say we're in the Premier League race, to be fair, but come on now. I know our worlds have gone upside down with the way Newcastle are playing at the moment, but I don't think that's a possible what have happened, to be honest with you. Where should we start? I mean, there's been so
that season when we were 10 points ahead.
Oh God, let's not go. There was 13, wasn't it? People have to keep bringing that back up again, don't they? Dan, first of all, this game was great for us. It was great for the neutrals again. It was an advert for football, advert for the FA Cup. That's how a cup tie should be played. But this was not ideal overall because of the City game on Tuesday.
Absolutely. No, I've been with these 2 fixtures back to back. It's just been, heart in your throat time. It's you're sitting there looking at who's available. Watching Fabian Schär go off the other night. That was one thing. You're looking at your walking wounded, trying to figure out, can we put together an 11 with substitutes that can come on and make a difference, and yet still play City on Tuesday night. I love that it's all been at home. I love that this 4-game stand at home has been profitable, to an extent in terms of staying in the competitions. But at the same time, I was not looking forward to this one because it was against Bournemouth, and I know that's our that's our bogey team. And then I look at that squad and I look at our squad and how many of them have Eddie Howe's, strings on them? How many of them at Bournemouth were still there when he got, when Eddie was there, and vice versa at Newcastle? So, I mean, it was not looking forward to waking up early yesterday morning to watch that, but
I still say we beat anybody at home, to be fair. Scott, it's not ideal, is it? Tino Livramento looks like he's pulled his hamstring, and there's not been an update on it yet. But a lot of people who apparently know him and have spoke to him, they don't think it's very good. They think it's bad news.
Do you know what it is? I had mixed feelings about this one because I want to win every game, but then the team's getting so stretched. I'm thinking, is it worth just bowing out of it and concentrating on the Carabao? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's fantastic that we came back. We showed some grit. We won another penalty shootout. So there is positives, but the negatives are sort of coming in as well. Tuesday's going to be huge. He needs to dip into the transfer market, big style. He's going to have to.
Now, someone's told me, I don't know how true this is, but I was Martin on the All Brothers show. There's no players don't get blocked for playing for another team in the cup anymore. You can't be cup tied anymore. So Semenyo can play in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday night.
Yeah,
absolutely devastated about that. By the way,
I mean,
gutted. I mean, unless we go out and buy a few players who played in it and they're good enough to get in our team, but I think that's harsh, especially the way City played. Don, I'll bring you in now. City had a very comfortable, nice stroll out on Saturday, a nice 10-1 win against Exeter. Hardly played any of the big boys. It really is. I mean, our game 120 minutes, penalties, their game 90 minutes. Sets up Tuesday for them, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was always going to be that way when you looked at the cup draw. Eddie had to make a decision. Do we play this or do we concentrate on Carabao Cup? He's chosen to play it. He played it with a weakened team. It didn't work out, and we're going to feel it on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we really are.
Obviously, the biggest issue we've got now is we are losing centre-backs like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, we'll come to that a little bit later on because we'll go to the lineup. We got our wish. We got the WW. So,
WW up front.
WW up front. What have we learned from them two playing up front, do you think? What's your opinion, Dan, on what you saw?
I think they link up very well. I just think we need to be more clinical in front of the net. I thought Vissa, was showing what he's capable of to have someone setting him up behind him. He just unfortunately was not as clinical. But I thought they looked good together.
Yeah, I did. Wissa should have. I mean, he shouldn't have took a touch, I don't think. Don, do you agree with that? Do you remember the one where they keep a one-handed save? I thought he should have took that first time.
Nah, he couldn't. The pace that's where Wiltamata plays it in with, he had to take a touch to stop it. It would have been too difficult a chance to swing straight through that. Okay. But certainly, Wiltamata played like a number 10 last night. He was brilliant. I really liked watching him. I mean, he set up one effectively.
The dummy to Tonali.
A second. Yeah, left it for Tonali. He was brilliant last night, and his hold-up play was excellent. Yeah. When I think Wissa still just settling, getting to form, getting back to that
knocking
sharpness.
Off rust. Yep.
Yeah. He was really good. I really liked what happened last night, and it does bode to say that they can play together. And that ball that Wiltamata played with the outside of his foot to Bonds for the first
what a ball that was.
It goes to prove he can lay the ball off. He's doing he's doing Shearer in his older years with Bellamy.
Yes.
I think he's got that up there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was watching it on my phone, so I was dipping in and out of it, unfortunately, when I was at work. But when I saw that pass on the outside of the foot, and it was just the weight of it, it was right onto Barnes's run. And the keeper didn't know whether to come or not, and then he just slid it underneath him to slot it in. And Scott, I thought at that point we were going to go on and just win the game comfortably. To be fair, when Barnes opened the scoring, were you impressed with Wiltamata and Wissa playing together as well?
Do you know what it is, mate? Why do it now? Like it frustrated me a little bit.
Why though? When you think about it, he's not going to trial something in a Premier League game where it means 3 points. Now, the FA Cup, I personally think, was the perfect time to do it.
To gamble.
It would have been if Tuesday wasn't so close. I
get what you mean, because obviously both of them on the pitch.
You've had chance after chance after chance to do it.
Then
try it now when we've got City Tuesday.
When's chance after chance after chance? After Tuesday. So he will have chance after chance. You mean he hasn't had chance after chance?
It was just, I get it, I respect it, but I find it a weird one. How he could have left one of them to be fresh-legged, bright-eyed, and bushy-tailed.
Well, that's why he took Wissa off, though. For me,
will he be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed though?
Yes.
Has he got the minutes in him at the minute?
Yes, he will.
But I do think the link-up's going to work very well in the future.
I get it. Dan, if you're going to die, put yourself on mute and do it quietly, mate.
If I'm going to what?
I thought you were choking on something.
No.
It sounded like you were.
No. I'm all good.
I was just being cheeky.
Okay.
As usual. Willock, I really want to see COVID Willock again. We're never going to see it again, though, are we? And Ramsey as well, I thought, started to look very good. Both of them running forward on the ball in the first half, Don. They look good, but as soon as they got near the box, it kind of went to pieces like a jigsaw, didn't it?
I think Ramsey's still finding his way.
Yeah.
My gut is we've seen the best of Willock. He's great at getting into the right place, but his touch has deserted him now, and his finishing's just non-existent.
I think Dan, when he gets into those areas now, he's just forgotten what to do. He's lost that confidence completely.
I think he's over analyzing in his head, trying to figure out, oh, do I do this? Do I do this? Do I do this? And then his feet fail him. You know, I think he's trying to think of all the different things, all the different permutations of whatever he can do, and then you know his body just goes, yeah, I can't do that right now.
Yeah, Martin,
you know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Here's the thing, though. You know, while I don't want him to go, I wonder sometimes, you know, if we were to loan him out to somebody, you know, if we loaned him out to a championship team, would he regain form? No. I'm just thinking about, you know, what are his possibilities? You know,
I think we have to sell him now, personally. If we can get 25 million again, 25 million from like Palace or somewhere like that, I think he would go. He's getting to that age now where I don't think a loan suits our model, and it would work for us, obviously PSR wise. Because if we let go of Willock, we've got to sign someone as well to come in.
Sure, so and on top of that, I'm sure that we would be stuck with a percentage of his wages because a loan team isn't going to pick him up. So
I mean, I can't ever see him going to the Championship. I think he's too high of a level for that. But I think he might rejuvenate his career in a different environment potentially.
Good,
because he's not getting enough game time with us now. I don't think. I think that's probably one of the other aspects. Scott, I mean, after we went 1-0 up, we mentioned we thought we were going to go and win the game. But how impressed were you with Bournemouth? I mean, I thought they were excellent the way they got themselves back into the game.
Do you know what it is? They're a never say die team yet again. They just pressed and they pushed and they probed. And we always seem to struggle against them, but they're a good outfit. The league position doesn't actually show how good they actually are. I mean, obviously they've lost a few players as well, so you know they're having to rejig their squad. I mean, battling team yet again. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. It never is easy against Bournemouth. And I think we put in a battling performance again as well, which unfortunately we've got Tuesday night to think about. Got to pick ourselves up for it.
Oh, I'm sure we will. I mean, we've got to be on a high after getting 2 wins. I mean, obviously this one's not really. We class it as a win, but it was a draw, 3-3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you know, winning on penalties is still quite special. Don, I thought Toon Army was back to his best. Daddy Toon Army.
I thought he had a mixed game, personally. I think he was at fault for the first goal. Didn't track his man. Didn't track his man on the first goal. He tracks his man. That ball does not go to that guy's feet and he doesn't put it in the back of the net. It's as simple as that. But he did make up with it by his movement, his passing, and obviously he got the penalty. So, maybe he was still thinking about his misses in the first bit.
Probably. I still think, I mean, the way he played, he was more free to go forward, where when Bruno's on the pitch and him together, they sometimes don't decide who should go, and it's mainly Bruno going. But I thought Toon Army looked like a much better player when he was free to do what he wanted to do, to roam the pitch and to get involved a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much... I didn't actually look at his mileage last night, but he certainly covered a hell of a lot of the pitch. I was like, he's on the right side, now he's on the left side, now he's up front. So, he was getting about a bit. But that creates holes where he isn't. Whereas if Bruno's there, you know that we're probably going to stop it at midfield. And the way Bournemouth were playing, with that long ball, with the fast pace of their counter-attack, Bruno was the better option last night, and it showed when he came on the pitch.
Yeah. I mean, that long ball...
We've got to save for Tuesday, haven't we?
Yes. That long ball did work a lot as well, didn't it, with them? Unfortunately, SofaScore doesn't show your mileages. That's a shame. His accurate passes, though, 87 out of 96, 91%. Incredible. Key passes, 2 key passes. You know, you got an 8 out of 7 out of 10, and you played like literally the whole game. You know, and that's for Tonali. I mean, I don't know if you look at SofaScore much. I look at it, but I also take it with a pinch of salt because Tonali normally every week when he's had a great game and everyone says Tonali was amazing, he's like a 6.7. You're like, how? But yesterday, 8.7, and you know his stats and figures prove. And I just think he was a better player when given a bit of extra freedom. So, yes, you won 10-1. You were playing Exeter. I wouldn't get excited, Martin. Haaland's had a rest. I don't. Wow, it's just a Exeter, isn't it? Really. I mean, you still got to beat what's in front of you, but I wouldn't get excited by that. Yes, there was a great picture put on by Tonali's missus where his newborn baby was watching his dad playing football. They'll have to question how they were watching it on their iPad at home. Bit of dodgy IPTV there, Mr. Tonali. Botman will not last playing consecutive games in quick succession. It's not a question of when he's injured again. I have no faith we'll bring in a defensive. We've got to bring in a defensive signing. That's the next topic I want to talk about is Botman, Dan. Yeah, because there was people writing him off already. He's only been back for a game and a half.
Yep.
Now, to come back from a hamstring injury and 2 bad knees and to play 120 minutes of football because you have to, because we've got nobody else.
Yep.
I think, and I know he didn't have his best game at times, but I tweeted out after about 35 minutes when he was still looking very good. I was like, oh, Botman's back. He's looking great. And then everyone piles on it after the full-time whistle, after there's been a few mistakes and fatigue is set in because it's only his second game back.
He came on as a second half substitute against Leeds. You know, and then was expected to start this one. I don't think anybody saw this game going 120 minutes plus penalties.
No.
So, and quite frankly, given how bare bones we are, we didn't have any other options. He was going to have to play. I agree with Schuvels. I'm nervous about Tuesday because I don't know I don't know who our lineup's going to be. We can talk about that later. I thought Botman, you know, he put his foot wrong a couple of times. I didn't think he had the best game, but you know,
I don't think he had a bad game either. He nearly scored, hit the bar,
no.
Put in some good blocks.
He performed well. He looked like a guy who's been out injured for a bit, coming back.
Yeah.
You know, he's not in full flight, obviously. You know, he's a little ring rusty. His defensive acumen is there, but you know, I don't think his body is behind him yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, would I say he's a Rolls Royce right now?
No.
Like we know he is. No, probably a 7 Series BMW or something. I mean, just he needs a little bit more time and a little bit more tuning.
Yes, I agree with that. But to write him off completely, I think is ridiculous. Which is what some people are saying. He's like, he's lost a yard of pace and he's got to do this, he's got to do that. Everyone forgets Alan Shearer had to come back from knee injuries and remodel his game and change, and he still became an unbelievable striker in a different way. Botman can do the same.
Is bionic.
Yeah.
You know, given how many operations he had on it. So, you know, I just, you know, it's Botman will get there. He's still young. You know, when you think about it, he's 25 years old. You know, give him time. If he comes fit and can stay fit between now and the end of the season, and he gets a proper rest, and then he gets a proper preseason, look out next season because Botman is a beast. We know.
I love Botman. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a big fan. Botman. Scott, your thoughts on Botman and the criticism he's been getting online?
I mean, it just mimics Dan, really. I think we've got to give him time yet again. He's had 2 knee injuries, you know, groin, back, and he put in a shift. I don't think he put much of a foot wrong, really. Fatigue is going to come in. He is going to make slight mistakes. But yet again, he needs a run in the team. He needs a pre-season. And I think next year he'll crack on again. But what we need somebody to be able to take him out of the team for a little bit and go, you can rest a bit today. Unfortunately, we haven't got that at the minute.
No, we're struggling in that sense. Don, there's a lot of people criticising him for the last-minute equaliser, saying that he should have cleared his lines. There's a lot of people saying Ramsdale should have come out and smothered it better. I mean, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, the latter. It was nothing to do with Botman. It was all
Yeah, I thought
Ramsdale.
so.
He was far too slow off his line. You can see Botman is screaming at him to come and get the ball from the second it's kicked. And Ramsdale is so slow to get off that line. I thought Ramsdale, stand fast to penalties, I thought Ramsdale had an appalling game last night.
I agree.
He was flapping away at the ball. He didn't command his box. His distribution was horrendous. There's a comment earlier on about the background, why I've got sports direct as a background. It's a reminder to us to remember how bad it was before, and that when we have a bad game, we need to look and go, but we're not at the bottom of the table, guys.
Yeah.
And I keep that on there for that very reason, that to
I
remind
don't
us
have
of
that
how
flash
bad
all
it
over.
was before. And in comparison, you know, I'll take a nail-biting 2 games in a row rather than that dross that we got previously with no spending whatsoever. I mean, we're all sitting here now going, who we're going to buy, who we're going to buy. Well, the answer 3 years ago was nobody. We're probably going to sell our players.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, Botman actually, I think the opposite of Scott, to be honest. I don't think Botman needs to come out the team. I think he needs to stay in. He needs to get that sharpness back.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Last night, 120 minutes. There's nothing wrong with his fitness. He was still dragging it out, you know. And bear in mind, Bournemouth's front 3 were bloody fast.
Yeah, there exactly. I mean, there's not many defenders who could keep up with them.
There, like, And if you compare him to Trips chasing back, Botman was a lot quicker than Trips. Now, obviously, Trips has lost a bit of his pace, but he was keeping up pretty well.
Nobody on this channel is Eddie Howe out. Nobody. It's ridiculous. No. Alex Murphy, presumably, I mean, look, I've said this so many times, and our under-23 players, I don't want to disrespect them, but I kind of am, because I don't think they're good enough. I don't think they're good enough to step in. I don't think they've shown enough. Their results in the under-23 league are absolutely terrible. Look out for our under-18s and lower. In 4 years' time, you are going to start seeing the fruits of the labour of everything that's been put in place in the last 6 months to 12 months.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Ross Wilson's come in and obviously getting rid of people, because he doesn't think they're doing a good enough job. And obviously the under-23 coach is now gone again. So, because they're terrible. And we've been buying the wrong players potentially. The talent is definitely from 15, 16, 17, 18. But you're not going to see that for another 2 years potentially for the 18s, and then 3 years for the 17s, 4 years for the 16s. You know where I'm going with it. Unless there is Lewis Miley who can come in at 17 and absolutely boss PSG in the midfield. And there's not many people who can do that. Lewis Miley is literally the only one, and he's 19, remember. He's not in the under-23s. He's 19 now, and he's in the full team because he's good enough to be there.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Under-21s, under-23s are just not good enough. They're really not. So I think we need to stop looking at those players and expecting big things from them. And Alex Murphy comes in when we play an Exeter, for example, in the FA Cup, like Man City have just done. He comes in for that. In the early rounds of the FA Cup, when we're playing against lower league opposition, he's also done it in the Carabao Cup. But I mean, with that bare boned, he might have to step in, and that's why he's on the bench. But we don't. Eddie Howe doesn't have the trust in him to throw him in with 30 minutes to go. He's there if there's a real bad injury. What? This channel is for real mag. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I had to read that twice. Yes, exactly. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day.
How Margaret's.
I've taken us back a bit.
That one I'm going to have to lock away. That's too good.
You need to keep that one for another time. I want to talk about Gordon, because Gordon's also been getting a lot of critics recently, criticised for not scoring an open play. but they're also forgetting about what he actually does in the team. Now, again, I look at the stats, I take them with a pinch of salt, but to see a player get a 9 out of 10 coming off the bench, it's a phenomenal effort. And without Gordon yesterday, you wouldn't have got the pass into Voltemado's feet at the right pace for him to dummy it for Toon Army to run onto. You wouldn't have got the cross to the back post for Barnes to score the header. You wouldn't have had the composure that he has from the penalty spot. Now, people say, oh, he's scored penalty goals. You've still got to put them away. You know what I mean? And then he puts his spot kick away in the shootout as well, in the same corner with conviction. And that is like watching Alan Shearer take a penalty the way he's been taking them recently. Phenomenal. What did you make of Anthony Gordon? And do you think the critics need to just tone it down a little bit because he's still coming back to his best? And I think we're getting close to Anthony Gordon at his best again.
Yep, agreed. And
Monday night.
This constant criticism of, can he play on the left? Can he play on the right? Who gives a shit? Just let him play up front and get the job done. And I think in right now, in those front four, given the experiment that we saw yesterday of the WW, seeing Gordon and Barnes in support of those two, the way they cut in, the way they support, bring it. I want to see more of it. Just get it in my veins. Let's go. But
even when we're playing Voltemada as a 9, we still got to have them cutting in because he needs the support for runners off them.
Agreed. Yep. Yeah, so, but I mean, as you said, we're starting to see prime Gordon movement, and I think even he is starting to understand that people are getting on his back because they know he can do better, and it's not like he hasn't given up. I still go back to like we talked about a couple of weeks ago. That overlap interview with Gary Neville, that insight into his game preparation, into his psyche, into the person that he is. For whatever reason, his prep room, the place he goes to meditate, it has not been working for him well. And maybe he got a new lamp, maybe he got a new, maybe he's got the Himalayan salt lamp or something now. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's starting to pay dividends.
I like it. I mean, there's so much wrong about that comment, but it's quite funny. I just, Anyway, Don, are you a Gordon fan? I've never really questioned you about on Gordon before.
To be honest, anybody who's questioning Gordon is clearly watching a different game to me, because he comes in, he puts a shift in every match. When he gets the ball, you're excited. You don't know what he's going to do with it. And 8 out of 10 times, he creates something. Yeah, he loses the ball every now and again, but that's what happens when you run at players. Yeah, every now and again, you're going to lose that ball. But if you play, you could sit back and you could play the side-to-side passes and always look great in the game, take no risk, but he creates nothing doing that. Yeah. It's very easy to criticize a player who's creating chances when, a couple of them go astray. But if we didn't have him in the squad, we would be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. You need the Harvey Barneses, you need your Gordons, you need people who are going to basically burst into space and try and commit defenders. It's the only way you beat teams, really. Scotty was very close to scoring as well, and if it wasn't for Harvey Barnes being 2 yards offside, he would have had another goal, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
great effort.
He's starting to turn it around now, but they both are, Barnes and Gordon. We're starting to see our wingers perform, which they haven't done all season. So, he's got to. I think he starts Tuesday, Gordon. He's starting to cause havoc that we're expecting of him. We're starting to see that fight, that grit, that mentality that we saw at Everton, where he wanted to fight the world, and I just loved it. Big fan of him. Big fan.
I don't think he wanted to bring Gordon on, but he had to because of the game situation.
Yeah,
I think that's what forced him into it. Very quick before we go to the next segment, don't forget there is a membership option to be part of the channel, which again we use to run the channel and then also donate to charity. We've got some amazing sponsors. Diacro. You can also use BARS20 as a code to get 20% off. Link is in the description for them. The multi-award winning Sparky and Geordie Land experience. So if you're coming up to the Northeast or flying over and you want to learn about the history and heritage of the Northeast, these are the guys to go to. And Sparky will be back on Wednesday night when we do a fans forum. Looking forward to speaking to him. And again, we have Prince Charming as well, the last one. They're also sponsoring our charity night. Great little company in Wallsend. They do loads of sports memorabilia for other clubs, not just Newcastle. They also do movie memorabilia, music memorabilia. They cut keys, they do prints, they frame your shirts. They're basically the perfect place to go for lots of things. But don't forget, we do have this, and I can't wait to do this. £15 per person, 27th of February at Newcastle Benfield Football Club. Nobody's getting a penny for doing this, apart from two charities, Azure and Butterwick Hospice. Butterwick Hospice is Graham Bailey's, Azure is Gibbo's. Basically, me, Dan, and Graham are just going to have a little chat about the January window and about what's happening behind the scenes, and then we're just going to hand the mics over to the two legends and just literally have a laugh, you know, because them two are absolutely brilliant together. If you want tickets, you just got to scan that QR code with your phone. It'll bring up a link, and then you can buy your tickets. If you've got any problems, we've got an email address that you can email us to sort things out. And tomorrow night, we're going to be back on this channel this time for Geordie's via the Mackhams. We've got Mackham Cabby coming over with his crew. We'll be there, and it's about time we got our own back on them. It's been long enough. Unfortunately, I'm going to be at work, so Dan's going to be in the hot seat, but I've got some stuff ready for him, so he doesn't have to worry too much.
Don, Scotty, you're welcome to join us.
I'll
be there, mate. I'll be there.
Don can't wait for it. He's got something lined up himself as well. I can't wait. Honestly, I'll be watching when I can. Right, Barnes will tear you apart again.
Okay.
He's just unbelievable, isn't he? I mean, I still think Gordon's the better footballer all round, but Harvey Barnes at the moment, when he's in this reign of form, he's unstoppable. I just wish he could do it for a full season from start to finish, because I mean, he keeps coming up with important goals. He scored the last minute winner against Leeds. He scores the last minute. What we thought was going to be the winner, but didn't end up being that. I was shocked to see him take the 6th penalty. Was it the 6th or 8th? 6th, 7th?
6th.
Or 8th. I think it was the 8th he took. Because it went down to 10, didn't it? Or something like that. Because we missed 2, they missed 3, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. Yeah, so Barnes was so far down the pecking order. I was a bit surprised, but he hammered his penalty away.
Yeah.
But isn't it great to see him playing on the right-hand side? So we're able to accommodate Gordon as well. And he seems to have found a way to make that side his own now. Now, Murphy and Alanga are going to struggle to get back into this team because no one's moving him out of it.
No.
Okay.
Dan, your thoughts?
Yep. No, we've been critical. We've been saying that, you know, perhaps Barnes should play on the left and Gordon should have to fight for his place on the right because Gordon hasn't been Gordon. But the two of them have been showing in the last 2 matches that they're capable of doing a job, that they're able to come on and score important goals. Harvey Barnes is just scintillating at the moment. You know, the header last night, his second goal, I mean, what we thought was going to be the winner. You know, just to be there and to put it on frame and be, you know, put at the back post. You know, he's just so much fun to watch right now. He's just so much fun to watch because he, you know, the smile on his face, the accolades he gets from his teammates. That, like you said, when he's in this vein of form, get out of his way because he's going to make things happen. So I'm just chuffed to see the two of them showing and justifying Eddie's faith in them both, that they are capable of doing this job. And you're absolutely right. Elanga and Murphy are going to have trouble getting back in unless, you know, we continue to progress and you're going to have to rotate these guys out at some point. They're going to have to get rested at some point. But
yeah, definitely.
Right now, let their long live Harvey Barnes and let it keep going. Yep.
I feel a bit sorry for Barnes. If I played 120 minutes, he's going to have to do it again on Tuesday.
Oh, jeez.
He will be fine. He will be. I mean, again, it's the adrenaline that keeps you going as well when you're in this kind of vein of form. You don't want to come off the pitch, Scott. You just want to carry on going. You want to carry on banging the ball in the back of the net and getting that rush from the crowd that you get.
Do you know what it is? I've got this dream that on Tuesday we do use this adrenaline rush. We do use this vein of form that we in to shock City. But can we do it? Can we keep them energy levels up long enough to do it? I honestly think Barnes on the right, Gordon on the left, and just let them wreak havoc.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? I'd love to see the two Ws and really put them to the sword. Really go for it. Because I think if we don't win the home tie, we're going to struggle to get anything at the Etihad. But at the minute, I don't count this team out for doing anything, because at the minute they are just serving up some absolute corkers.
Yeah, absolutely. Don, your thoughts on Harvey Barnes? Were you always a big fan of him, or were you a bit skeptical like me that he's only good when he's scoring? Or
no. So I used to say, sum Harvey Barnes up. If he has a good game, he's great. If he has a bad game, he's appalling. There is no middle ground with him.
Yeah.
But
a true black and white.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No grey.
About 4 games ago, I started to see a change in him. I don't know what's happened, whether he's got some kind of... I think they've got some kind of coaching that's doing mental training with the players.
Right.
I think that's what's happened, because his decision-making seems to have flicked overnight. He's passing the ball a lot more, whereas he used to run at defence, whether there was a wall of defenders in front of him, he'd try and run through them like a bulldozer.
Yeah.
He's passing the ball and moving now, and it's just meaning that his movement is... And that's where he found himself with a header. It's absolutely brilliant, his movement now, and he's passing the ball off, and he's trying to get himself into space instead of just running at the defence constantly. So he's changed his game, and that's made one hell of a difference. And on the whole Gordon versus Barnes debate, Barnes doesn't score the ball if Gordon doesn't cross it.
Exactly. I've said that so many times.
Maybe they all got Himalayan salt lamps.
Brilliant. I'll tell you the other thing about Barnes is that you mentioned about the change in his way that he plays. Is that not all down to Eddie Howe maybe coaching him better? He's done it plenty of times with other players.
Yeah, maybe it's that, because he wasn't getting a run in the team. Eddie wasn't getting the chance to see how he operates. Now he's gotten them to see him over quite a consistent period of time. He can say, just make this change. And, he's clearly a smart young lad, and I'm guessing he'll listen to what his manager's telling him. And it's bearing fruit, and he's had 2 of the best games he's had since I've seen him playing the Newcastle shirt, to be fair.
Exactly. You see, I was fishing for Eddie Howe comments there. let's just put all the praise on Eddie Howe. We'll obviously go to penalties. We've got to talk about this. He didn't have the best game at all, like you mentioned, Don, and I absolutely agree. I thought he was average at best. But he saves 3 penalties and he becomes the hero, doesn't he, Don?
It's one of them things, It's like everything. He played horrendous for 90 minutes, and then for 5 minutes between the sticks at the end, where it was him versus one, and the only thing he had to do, didn't have to think about position, he just had to guess the right way and put some effort into it, and he'd done it. So, if I was him, I'd be putting some lottery numbers on. Maybe a few hands of poker, because obviously his guessing's pretty good.
He's got enough money to not do that. But yeah, Dan, I mean, there were some good saves as well, especially the one where we won the game. He just committed himself to it. Obviously guessed the right way. He's put himself into a bit. If we go on and go far in this competition, we'll all be looking back at this game and going, good job we had him in the sticks for the penalties.
Agreed. Yep. Yeah. We can all criticize the fact that he gave up 3 goals. I mean, I know one of them was a penalty as well, but I mean, giving up 3 goals is hard, but then to go 120 minutes and then go to PKs and manage to save 3 of them. Well, okay. He's not a bad keeper, then, is he?
You know, like Don said,
I didn't say
he's
terrible. I didn't say he's terrible.
If Pope was between the sticks, we don't go to penalties.
Yeah, there's the other side of it,
True.
not it? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Some people will argue against that as well.
No, I think
Agreed.
if you looked at the play last night, it needed a goalkeeper. Do you know what it needed? It needed Steele from Brighton today.
Yeah.
That boy was virtually on the halfway line doing sweeper keeper stuff. It was brilliant. He totally took Man U's long ball out of the game.
Yeah.
That's the key. Ramsdale seems to be stuck to that lane, and he will not move off that lane unless someone needs to throw some grenades in the goal behind him, and that'll get him off the lane. Hopefully. Pope commands his box much better, and Ramsdale's distribution is far too slow.
Yeah,
he totally throws away any chance of a counter attack.
I mean, he gave away a corner, didn't he? It's the first time we've seen that happen to Newcastle. And
we talked about that in the last one as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah. And the first person to do it was an ex-Newcastle goalkeeper, Dubravka, for Burnley. So it must be just something that we coached into our goalkeepers, maybe. Scott, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, he's not the answer to our problems, goalkeeper-wise.
No.
And I don't think Nick Pope is long-term either. I think that's a problem for the summer. But yet again, I mean, he did well in the PKs. He's got us through. It gave him a chance, like he says, play some poker. He did well.
So I'll give you a little story today. I went to the canteen, had my bacon and egg sandwich, as I always do. Sat next to my mate, who I haven't seen for a while, who was a goalkeeper. And he's a very good goalkeeper as well. He's a cat. He doesn't get to play all the time because we work shifts and we work Saturdays and Sundays and things like that. I said to him, I said, what do you make of I haven't spoken for ages. What do you make of the Ramsdale and Pope situation? He says, well, Pope's a much better goalkeeper. Hands down. I was like, all right, brilliant. I'm glad you said that. And he said, but what you should do in the summer is go for Trafford. All out and go for Trafford. Because he thinks he's a top quality goalkeeper. And I've always said Trafford is a top quality goalkeeper. So it was nice to have someone tell me it rather than me trying to get the information out of them and try and put them into that direction. So I don't know if you guys agree, but he thinks Trafford is the goalkeeper we should be looking to sign in the summer. So there you go. We got a picture. Bruno in the middle. He knows exactly what we need. Is Botman at the back? Please tell me Botman's at the back. Tonali's at the back. I can't see Botman.
Botman's left, second row under the A.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's not at the back, is he? Damn it.
It's a shame that.
It is. It would have worked as well, wouldn't it? Barnes just moved up the gear. He has moved up the gear. Right, another thing, right? And because we won the penalties, I can smile at it now. But wasn't it nice watching a German miss a penalty, even though it was our own player?
And it was a missed penalty, but goodness gracious, if he was, 3
just
inches shorter, maybe he would have. Yeah. Exactly. That would have been buried, and that would have been something else. Yeah, and I loved watching it go off the crossbar and come straight back to him.
And why did Pep buy Donnarumma straight afterwards? Because Donnarumma's like levels when it comes to. I honestly think Trafford can get there, get close to that, but Donnarumma is like just different gravy. He won PSG was it the semi-final against Liverpool or quarter-final against Liverpool in the Champions League? He was unbelievable. So sometimes there's levels. But there we go. But Donna, the reason why I'm smiling a little bit is obviously it's the World Cup. And if we get Germany on penalties again, there's just a little bit of hope we might actually beat them on a penalty shootout because Baltimore just, he's hit and miss.
Yeah, but that was like 95% in.
I know. I'm just clutching.
He's only got to be 5% better on that one, and that would have been unsavable.
I know. I'm just clutching at straws. I really am. It's just fun. It's nice to see a German miss for a change. It really is. So we're on to obviously the draws tomorrow night. Keep an eye out for it. We're ball number 24. Yeah. Any teams we would like to see in the next round? Sunderland at home, maybe.
So I want to play Wrexham.
That would
Wanna
be
play
a fun
Wrexham?
one,
Oh, yeah, Wrexham at
my
home.
wife's team. Yeah, my wife's team. So
but not at the race ground.
No, I want it at home.
yeah,
Yeah, because if we go away and we get beat, we're just going to get the piss taken out of us.
I know there's a few
And that
Mackhams
can
thinking
only
they'll get
handle-
us away. But when
There's a
I've spoken to
bit
some of
of-
the Mackhams.
I'd
bit
love
of
the
me
Mackham.
that, you know, I'd like to go to Wrexham.
Would you?
That would be fun.
That's because
Yeah.
it's your wife's team. It's the only reason why. Because then you get to go to the game.
It's not just that. It's just obviously they've had some absolute blinding seasons to come up. You know, they've got a lot of solidarity in that club. It's a really working class area, like Newcastle, and I think you know, having Newcastle at Wrexham gives them a bit of money to put towards that squad again, and it just helps them in that build that they've got going on.
Yeah.
Don just wants to see Ryan Reynolds. That's all. It's just
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Ryan Reynolds at St James's Park. I think Maxim would be decent
at the racecourse ground. He's almost, you know, within touching distance. At St James,
true.
In a box, and we'd never see him. So
Yeah, he was at the game last night as well.
Nobody's there to see McElhenney. It's all Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, of course it is. But did you see when he was on the screen and he was clapping?
Yeah.
He looked so out of place. I was like, "What's he doing?" Poor lad.
Did you see Reynolds welcoming all of his team out onto the pitch the other night? You know, he was he was bumping fists and shaking hands and hugging every one of them as they come out of the dugout. So out of the tunnel. Yep.
Happy New Year, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
I call Wrexham Deadpool United now because of Ryan's there. And I think everyone does, to be fair. Right, let's try our best to pick the team on Tuesday night. Obviously, it's going to be quite difficult. Let's start with the goalkeeper. Nick Pope's obviously going to go back in goal, isn't it?
Pope's in goal.
Right back. It's got to be Trips, hasn't it?
I think he's the only one.
Yeah,
he is.
Unless we're going to play Miley again.
I think Miley might play in midfield instead, potentially. Or he might actually play at centre back.
No, I can tell you, Eddie's midfield is Joe Linton, Guimaraes, Tunali.
All right, so we keep Miley at right back then.
Against Man City?
Because I'm not dropping Miley. I'm not dropping him.
No. I so put him at right back. Yep.
Yeah. Left back, obviously, Lewis Hall.
Yep.
So then we've got to pick Chow and Botman then,
because that's it.
Because they're the only two fit centre backs we've got. The Botman one's going to be interesting though, because we've not heard anything, but it doesn't look like he come out of the game with any issues, so that's not too bad. So obviously we've got the midfield free. This is too easy, guys.
He just doesn't change his formation, does he?
No, he doesn't. Well, he did. He did. And then he'll go back to being normal again. Joelinton. I think Wissa starts. And the reason why is because Baltimore played the whole 120 minutes.
Yeah, agreed. Yep.
And then we've got Barnes. Unless he's come out with something that he can't play on Tuesday because of, obviously, he played 120 minutes as well. He might throw Murphy in there, but I doubt it. Not if we want to win the game. And then it's Anthony Gordon on the left. I think that has to be the team. I mean, Trips could come in, but I don't want to drop Miley. I think Miley's just in too much of a rich vein of form and doesn't deserve to lose
got
his
no
place.
legs left. He looked dead at the end of the match.
Did he? So, there's the other issue. Maybe because of his age, you might want to take him out. We don't want him injured. So, he might play Trippier because of that.
Here's the concern I have.
Go on.
So, we got Miley at right back, which means we have Trips on the bench capable of coming on to do a job.
Yeah.
We don't have, we don't have Byrne. We don't.
There's still time for that,
mate. Stu, we're just getting it made bigger. We need a bigger sign.
We've got the parade bus ready.
My biggest concern is we've got no one in the middle other than Alex Murphy at this point, other than, you could see if Botman, pulls up lame or whatever, you could see Miley switch over to center back and we could bring Trips on. If Hall goes off with whatever, I could see Botman moving out to the left, Miley moving to the right, and then Trippier coming on. I am so fearful we are stretched to the absolute limit in that defense that there's nothing left on the bench to do anything with. And that's my fear, is that we could see us exit. I mean, we could give up bad goals tomorrow simply because we've got nothing left.
It's going to be interesting. Fatigue is obviously going to come into the game, Don. So I personally think we need to be at least 2 goals clear. However that scoreline works out, 3-1, 2-0, 4-2. We've managed to beat them 2-1 in the Premier League game, and we had everyone on firing on cylinders. We need that kind of performance again, but we can't go to the Etihad with only 1 goal advantage. I don't think we've got enough to, with our previous performances there, I don't think we've got enough to hold them off.
Well, it depends which City turns up.
Well, that's true.
I've watched quite a few City games recently, and the amount of 1-1 draws, and there's been games where they should have been 3 and 4-0 down, and they've managed to scrape a draw out of it. So City are not the team they used to be. So I'm not as concerned about getting a significantly large gap. Yeah, 2 is probably reasonable. But then are we going to go to the Etihad and sit back? I don't think so. It'll be interesting. And you would hope they've got some common sense to make some signings over the coming week. I saw one that they're re-looking at Scalvini.
And if that was him, Graham Bailey.
He's a good player. He's a good player.
A lot of people are saying he's injury prone. We're going from one to another.
So is Botman. Apparently.
Yeah, I know. This is what I mean. It's like,
you can only get injured if you're playing.
That's true.
Unless you draw pickles on your toe, like somebody has way back when. Who was it? Was that a Man City player that dropped pickles on his toe or something, or marmalade or something like that, and was out for like 9 months?
Oh God, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
I do. I remember. Was it not Vardy?
Nah, I don't think it was him.
It was, yeah.
It was Jamie Vardy, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. But I do remember the stories. There's been a few players who've done that, like stubbed a toe or something when they're getting out of the bath or out the shower. It was great. But I mean, apparently we've been chasing them for about 1.5 years, 2 years. So,
well, he was supposed to be the priority over Chow, and we decided to go Chow instead, simply because I think we got him for 34 million, where Scalvini they were wanting 50, 55. I mean, it was ridiculous. Scalvini's value was skyrocketing as well.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting.
Lots of talk in the last 24 hours again about Strand Larson. Wolves are looking to offload him during this window simply because
I wouldn't take him now.
They know he's going. They know they are going down and are going to have to bring in as much money as possible to make a go at the championship.
We'd be better off going in for Marnie instead. If we're going to try and steal Wolves players.
Yep.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like the look of Marnie. I do as well. I think he'd be a great signing for us.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Forest possibly wants Strand Larson. There you go. So yeah,
the Dyche type player.
Yeah, he very much is. Right, let's get your score predictions for Tuesday, Dan.
2-0.
It's a tough one. Ooh, 2-0. I like that. Scott.
2-1.
Yeah. Don.
3-1.
Ooh, 3-1. I like that scoreline. I'm going 3-1 as well because we have to have a 2-goal lead, and I'm just It's what I want to see. Gary's gone 2-0. It's going to be such a tough game, but it's going to be worth it. And don't forget, guys, the dream is still on.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
It's still on. You just never know. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Dan, Don, Scott will be here. Then obviously Stu from Magpies and the guys from over there will be coming on for a joint show. Really looking forward to seeing how this pans out. And then we'll be back on their channel the next Monday.
Lots to talk about. 2 games that ended in PKs. I mean,
yeah,
that's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 Premier League history away win versus City. 1 win in Premier League history away Man City. Did we? What? I know we've not had a good record there, but I'm sure we've beaten them other times. It was Alan Shearer scored the last goal that beat them, and we beat them 1-0 at the it was at the at Main Road. It was that long ago. But anyway, right. See you tomorrow night, 8
Thanks,
o'clock.
everybody.
Don't forget, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks everyone in the chat. Take care.